live Storm Tracker Doppler radar, sponsored by Homeland Bank. And now, Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Chase Ward.
Most of the ArkLaMiss is still settled under mostly cloudy skies, and there has been some patchy fog that did develop, but most of it started to dissipate as the sun started to rise, and temperatures are not as chilly as yesterday. Most of the locations are in the mid-50s, and some areas are actually in the lower 60s. Here's a live shot out towards the Tower Place Tower camera, where we got some decent cloud cover in the distance. It's currently 58 degrees right now in Monroe, and winds have been calm, mainly out of the south. It's 62 degrees up in Monticello. We're at 60 over in Ruston, but further down to the south, we're at 50 in Alexandria. Now here's a look at the Doppler radar. The nearest rain has really exited the area. It's actually moving across the Mississippi Delta off to the northeast, and there's nothing left over at all across our viewing area, but there's still that leftover cloud cover that we'll still deal with throughout most of our day. Today's forecast features robin all nice and bundled up, and not really a day to be bundled up because it's going to be one of the warmest days we really see all week as temperatures begin that warming trend. We'll be in the mid-70s starting at lunchtime, reaching into those lower to mid-80s with some lingering cloud cover, and still can't rule out a stray shower or two that could potentially pop up, but rain chances overall remain relatively slim for today. Allergy report, not too bad as grass and weeds are our top allergens, but overall allergens still remain low to moderate stage for this afternoon. Now here's a look at the satellite radar. There's still some leftover cloud cover out ahead of the frontal boundary that's moving across the ArkLaTex area. The most rainfall occurred really up to the north in parts of Mississippi, Tennessee, and especially along the Ohio River Valley, but this particular frontal boundary, it's going to be weak. It's not going to do a whole lot as far as sparking up any more rain or really even cooling us down. It is considered a cold front, but it's not cooling us down at all. Behind the boundary layer, we're going to have a dry air mass that will start to settle in, and we're going to see clear skies as we close out the week going into Friday, and temperatures still will be allowed to continue to warm up. Now there will be a secondary boundary layer that will start moving again later on through the weekend into next week, but kind of similar to this one. All it's going to do is kind of spark up just a few clouds and be partly cloudy with a few peaks of sunshine going into the start of next week. So to finish out this afternoon, we'll still deal with some increased cloud cover. Can't rule out maybe a stray shower or two along Mississippi River around Madison and Tensas Parish off to the east, but again, we're talking 5, maybe as high as 10% rain chances for a good chunk of the region. Overnight tonight, the cloud cover starts to decrease as the dry air mass starts to settle in place. Winds will continue to stay mostly out of the north and northwest, and we'll continue to see clear skies to close out the week. Now we're still dealing with exceptional and extreme drought conditions across a good chunk of our southeastern parishes, and the fire threat has been limited but could be elevating a little bit going into the weekend because we'll have a drier air mass will start to settle in place, and winds will be a bit more gusty out to the north and northwest, which could potentially elevate that fire danger. So something to keep in mind going into this weekend. We'll see a high of 84 degrees for this afternoon. Rain chances sit at 10%. Winds will be mostly out of the south, and tonight they'll start shifting more so out of the west and northwest. We'll see a low of 56 degrees, not as chilly, and tomorrow temperatures will begin warming up. We'll be above average into the mid-80s for tomorrow, and then this weekend temperatures continue to warm up above average through the weekend and next week. We'll see a few clouds move in by Sunday and Monday, and our next best chance for rain really doesn't come till Wednesday, and I would honestly say push it more so into Thursday, where we could probably see a little bit more activity across our area as far as beneficial rainfall is concerned. But at least in the next 6 days, if you've got any outdoor plans, it's going to be pretty nice. It's just those temperatures are going to be mostly in the mid-80s, so we got some warm afternoons that we'll still have to deal with. Stay tuned. We'll be right back watching Fox 14 Morning News.